Welcome back to Beyond Binary, where technology meets insight. Today we dive into one of the most powerful applications of artificial intelligence, predicting the future of our planet. The question we're exploring is simple but profound. Can AI forecast natural disasters before they even begin? The answer, as we'll see, is not only yes, it's already happening. For most of human history, weather prediction was little more than observation. Farmers looked at the skies, sailors studied the wind, and communities relied on experience. Then came the era of physics-based weather models driven by equations describing the atmosphere. These models were groundbreaking, but they had limits. Beyond a week or so, forecasts became unreliable. Predicting a storm's exact path was guesswork, and sudden floods or heat waves often caught us off guard. The reason is complexity. Earth's atmosphere is a chaotic system with trillions of variables: temperature, humidity, wind, ocean currents, land cover, solar radiation, all interacting at every moment. Even supercomputers running the most advanced simulations struggle to keep up. By the time the equations finish calculating, reality has often moved on. This is where AI changes the game. Unlike traditional models that try to compute everything from first principles, AI learns directly from data. Decades of satellite imagery, billions of weather records, terabytes of radar scans, and real-time sensor feeds become its training ground. The AI doesn't need to understand every physical interaction. It spots patterns humans can't. In essence, it treats Earth's atmosphere like a giant puzzle and learns how pieces tend to move together. One of the most impressive breakthroughs has been in hurricane forecasting. Traditional models often gave warnings a week in advance, but with plenty of uncertainty about strength and landfall. Today, AI models are extending that window to over 20 days with far greater precision. In 2024, an AI system correctly predicted the formation of Hurricane Idalia 18 days before it appeared on satellite images. By 2025, several models are routinely forecasting storms nearly a month out. That extra time means governments can organize evacuations, hospitals can stock emergency supplies, and insurers can prepare resources for recovery before the first winds even form. Floods, too, are being revolutionized. Flash floods caused by sudden cloudbursts have historically been among the hardest disasters to predict. But AI is changing that by combining hyperlocal rainfall forecasts, soil absorption data, and even urban drainage capacity. In Bangladesh, an AI flood system developed by Google gave residents up to 7 hours of extra warning during last year's monsoon season. That's the difference between thousands of lives at risk and thousands safely evacuated. India has already scaled similar systems across several river basins with alerts delivered directly to smartphones in local languages. Now let's zoom in on precision. Old weather reports used to say things like heavy rain likely across northern India. That's useful but vague. Today's AI systems can pinpoint which district, which street, and even which bridge is most at risk. Imagine opening your phone and instead of a general rain forecast, you see flooding expected in Sector 14 between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. Avoid travel. That's not science fiction. It's already being deployed in pilot programs in Jakarta, Manila, and parts of Europe. But the story doesn't stop at storms and floods. Climate-scale forecasting is another frontier. Take El Niño, the massive climate cycle in the Pacific Ocean that shifts rainfall patterns around the world. For decades, predicting it months in advance was nearly impossible. But in 2025, AI models are simulating El Niño conditions almost a year ahead with unprecedented accuracy. That kind of foresight means farmers can decide which crops to plant, energy grids can prepare for surges in demand, and governments can allocate resources before the cycle even begins. Wildfires are another area transformed by AI. These disasters don't always start with lightning strikes or accidents. They often emerge from weeks of silent buildup. Dry vegetation, changing winds, and rising temperatures. AI systems now analyze satellite heat signatures, vegetation dryness, humidity levels, and wind forecasts to map out which regions are most at risk. In California, firefighters are receiving AI-powered maps that predict wildfire spread before the first flame appears. In Australia, drones equipped with AI are monitoring bushlands, detecting subtle smoke plumes invisible to human eyes and alerting crews in minutes. Prevention is becoming possible where once we only had reaction. The backbone of this revolution is data. Humanity has never observed the planet as intensely as we do now. Over 3,000 active satellites monitor Earth's atmosphere, oceans, and land. Billions of IoT devices, from weather buoys in the ocean to rooftop sensors in cities, constantly stream updates. Even our smartphones contribute data, capturing pressure, temperature, and humidity as we move around. On their own, this ocean of information is overwhelming, but AI thrives on scale. By processing petabytes of raw input, it extracts signals we would otherwise miss. The more data we feed it, the more accurate its vision of the future becomes. Of course, accuracy isn't guaranteed. AI has blind spots. It can only learn from patterns it has seen before. If climate change creates entirely new extremes, like the first ever 60 degrees Celsius heat wave or an unprecedented superstorm, AI models may stumble. That's why researchers are building hybrid systems that merge the best of both worlds. The pattern recognition of AI with the fundamental rules of physics. These hybrid weather models respect natural laws while still learning from data, producing forecasts that are both fast and reliable. So here we are in 2025, standing at the frontier of a new relationship with nature. For the first time in history, humanity isn't just watching the skies and hoping for answers. We're building intelligent systems that can read the skies for us, with clarity and precision we never dreamed possible. Hurricanes will still form, floods will still rise, and wildfires will still burn, but with AI, we may know long before they begin. And that knowledge gives us the one thing we've never had against nature's fury: time. Thanks for watching Beyond Binary. If this deep dive into AI-powered weather forecasting gave you a new perspective on how technology shapes our survival, don't forget to subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned for more explorations into the cutting edge of our world.